Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. Today this is going to be a classic read, so we'll dive straight into the reading. A couple of announcements. I published a new blog article about my Disney trip yesterday. You can just go to my website and it's going to be like on the homepage. You'll see it's like in the feed, it's the one on the top. Or there's also a link in yesterday's video. There is a story on Instagram and I also share it on Facebook. So wherever you're getting updates from me and or newsletter, obviously, you should have gotten a link. It looks a little bit floppy on the mobile website, but so if that's bothering you, you can still read it. But if it's bothering you, if you're care about aesthetic a lot, then definitely go to the website, to the desktop website. I mean, I haven't used really my blog for a long time to create posts, and technology keeps moving forward and new things are coming out and things are changing and some things become less compatible with each other than others. Let's just put it that way to spare you the technical details, but I'll do better next time. I'll try harder, but I really wanted that article to finally go out yesterday. So when I saw this, I was like, well, you know what? I mean, I did my best to kind of correct it a little bit to make sure that you can read it. But yeah, it doesn't look the best of the best on the mobile website, unfortunately. What else? This week, Mars is going direct on the 23rd, which is on Sunday. So we'll talk about that, I don't know, towards the end of the week, maybe on Saturday. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to start giving you more special reads around different transits, because I am feeling that switch of Mars very, very strongly in different aspects of my life. So why not? I want to share more with you too, and I want us to be able to see with a special reading, what does it mean for the twin journey, and how can we turn things around, if anything? Because Mars going direct is going to be pushing us towards taking action, and it may freak you out if you're not ready for it. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so we're starting. I actually have two oracle decks, and now I realize that I'm like, a bit undecided. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Oracle of the Fairies for this read. I'll get a guidance from the fairy on what's going on, and then we'll go into tarot itself. Next week I'm doing a bit of a travel again, but I'll do my best to pre-record some readings for you. Also, I will be recording and publishing the March horoscopes. I know February is a short month, so next week is already last week of the month. We just started with it and there we go, it's gone. So yeah, I'll do my best to publish everything either before I go or I'll pre-record so I can continue publishing. But yeah, next week, March horoscopes are coming out. That's basically the headline. And Pisces, we are in Pisces season starting today. So congratulations and happy birthday, Pisces. And I will be starting my round of horoscopes with Pisces. It will be on a different channel. For those who are new, it's on my other channel, Mindful Bamboo. And the handle is in the description box, of course. Feminines, your card from the fairies today is moderation. Is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is just fine. Right? Everything in moderation, and I feel like they give you an example with food, obviously, but that's like that indulgence card where if you get 9 of cups, and that's kind of a shadow side of it, self-indulgence. So, balance is good in anything and everything that we exercise in life. Things, especially on this earthly plane, can quickly go out of control, even if it's designed as something good or it's something that brings you joy, but too much, and they say you can have too much of a good thing, but yeah, the problem is that oftentimes if it goes over the hill, it just goes into something very different in nature, and it has a very different vibration as well. For masculines, we have magical gateway. Beautiful. It takes courage and trust. We're just talking about solar plexus for the masculines yesterday. To venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Through the gateway, please. All right, so masculines, I guess, continue working with the energy of the solar plexus chakra. If masculines, if you're watching and you haven't even started, then that's something to look into. And if it doesn't feel like there is anything to fix or change at the moment, that's also fine. You can just reconfirm, you know, that you stand firmly with both of your feet, you know, where you're supposed to be, and you feel empowered to move towards your dreams and goals. Okay, well, I'm using the Good Tarot today for the main read. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Two of Earth, bottom of the deck. Yeah, we got this energy yesterday too, I think for the feminine actually. But I do sense that this is an energy that's valid for both twins. And it is a lot about understanding. I mean, moderation is actually a great word for it, but also understanding that you can't be everywhere. You cannot say yes to everything, as much as, you know, you're an empath and a light worker and you may want to do those things just naturally, and it speaks to your heart and you want, like, it goes out to these people and that person. But remember that you're also a person that deserves care and support, and you are the first one who's supposed to provide that for yourself. So just keep that in mind. Knight of Wands, yeah, you may be feeling passionate and want to rush for it, but be smart. That's for both twins, by the way. Alrighty, so for the feminines today, we have the energy is 10 of Air, clarified by High Priestess. Yeah, it's almost like I get this feeling of tiredness. Like feminines are feeling tired of overdoing, overthinking, putting yourself out there. And obviously there are different people, different situations, so it doesn't always work out as expected, right? And it's painful. And I'm feeling in this case that it's more of emotional pain than physical, actually. Plus tiredness, which I guess you can say has to do with physical stuff, but you know, you can interpret it the way you want. But what is causing, like the side effect of it, is that feminines actually go into this High Priestess zone where they are going within, right? It's like, I don't really have much energy to go without and like do a lot of stuff, talk to people and all that stuff, but that makes you go within and pay more attention to what's going on with you. And that's actually very, very useful, especially if you're in the 10 of Air place, where it's like your body doesn't give you much support because it's screaming to you that it needs you. You are supposed to give it support right now, and then it's going to serve you again. Remember your temple. We were talking about it on Friday in the Mindfully Awake episode around biohacking and longevity. You know, that you are building that relationship with your body and psyche, of course, right? And then it serves you back. It doesn't if you really compare it with a relationship, you would understand that if you're only taking, it's an unhealthy relationship. And it's no wonder that at some point your body or your brain or both are gonna say, you know what, enough. Masculines, your energy is Messenger of Earth, clarified by 7 of Wands. Yeah, so messengers in this deck are knights. So basically it's Knight of Earth, clarified by 7 of Wands. So masculines feel like they need to justify why they haven't had much progress in the physical, with specific areas of interest, with maybe something that they've promised somebody else, some kind of commitment that they had, and it's not moving as quickly. And deep down, masculines know that it's all for a good reason, or that divine timing is not there yet, or that there's actually a lot of progress. It just you know, you can't really see it all on the surface, but it's there, right? You can see it with a naked eye, but internally there's like massive change and learning and improvement in what the masculines are trying to do. But yeah, there's just somebody in their life, maybe more than one person, who want explanation, basically, who are trying to say, you know what, what did you do with my investment, for example? Or I really counted on you to step forward and do. In this case, it was important for me, right? Like there were some kind of expectations, and masculines are learning, especially with this energy of courage and power, to either to build or to keep boundaries, and it will be a little bit different for everyone. But yeah, basically it is about boundaries, and the lesson is in staying strong where within the space that you believe in, or in the energy that you believe in and you trust in, even if stats are giving you a different picture, or even if there are people in your life who are talking you out of it. Additional question for today. Messenger of fire clarified by the Emperor. Look at all the messengers. That's what I'm talking about. Mars and Emperors, is representing Mars energy in tarot. Big time. That's why I meant that I'm already feeling it. The Mars hasn't even turned direct yet, but we can already feel the change, right? So there is like both of these energies are very much fiery energies, right? And they're about like going, doing, taking actually as well, right? I don't know, we actually saw Knight of Wands here for both, right? So there is this energy of like push and rush towards your goals, your dreams, towards getting what you want, actually, taking it. What do feminists need to know about this? Page of Earth clarified by Three of Pentacles. Yeah, feminines need to remember that whatever it is that you're moving towards, it's a noble energy to have the drive to propel, to kind of accelerate your path forward. But remember why you started it in the first place and why it's important to you. And I bet it was not for whatever that project is, or even a relationship, if you want acceleration in the relationship, how it's going, right? It wasn't about the speed. It wasn't about specific benefit out of something, it was supposed to be like, it's quality over quantity, really, right? And definitely quality over speed. So it's understanding that things are progressing, that creating a work of art in this case, it takes a while, it never just happens overnight. And so it's okay if you're taking small steps. It's okay if you're changing your mind on the way. As much as you may be pushed towards taking more decisive action, it doesn't mean that you're pushed to complete everything quickly towards a certain deadline, right? One doesn't mean the other. Masculines, you have strengths clarified by Five of Swords. Yeah, so masculines may actually go into their ego space, and strength is representing solar plexus chakra, but it can also go into the ego space, into the shadow space, especially with this Five of Swords here. That's how I'm reading it as a reader. Masculines may feel too pumped up to just like go and take it for themselves, like even before the time comes, or in some unfair way, like maybe get some insights into like what the competition is doing and do it first, or even steal somebody else's idea, right? It can look very different, but it's like, I want this and I'm doing it. But if you're not being authentic and if you're not being honest as you do it, right, it's not gonna last. First of all, it's not gonna last, because karma is gonna do its thing. And secondly, and what I'm saying is that even if you're gonna keep your laurels and your success, karma will take something else from you elsewhere. The price is gonna be paid. It has to be paid every single time, right? Where it's gonna come from and at what point in time, that's an interesting question. Probably when you least expect it. But so if it either isn't gonna last, or you're gonna have a lot of challenges, and you know, after a while it'd be like, you know what, it wasn't worth it. Like I'm regretting it so much. So be careful with those decisions and do a little check for yourself where it's coming from. The decision, the idea, how you feel about it in your body, all the good stuff we've been talking about for a while. How the feminine seeing the connection. Queen of Fire, clarified by the world, another fire card. Now the Queen. So we already had Messenger of Fire, we had Strength, we had, no, Page was actually of Earth. Yeah, we had 2 Knights of Fire. Now the Queen. So feminines also have like even when it comes to this connection, maybe not even, maybe in addition, there's a lot of passion and desire to, of course, to move things forward, to get to a certain point where you feel like it's progressing and it's moving towards the desired state. Like it has a chance and you can see the results, you know, you can see progress, right? But it's very important not to rush into it too fast, right? Because there are some important cycles that are getting closed, maybe for both of you actually, either together or separately, right? But it's very important that that cycle closes, that there is a certain realization, certain shift of mentality before it's time to express that passion and to rush towards each other. And remember about that moderation card, by the way. Masculines, you've got 2 of Water, but and like both of these cards are 2 of Cups. Let's just put it that way. And even this fish, adorable. Oh my god. Yeah, so masculines definitely get more and more emotional when they remember what it feels like to be with their feminine, when they dream of what it would be like with their feminine in the future, when they see animals or birds in couples and they immediately think of their feminine, right? Like there's all this lovey-dovey stuff going on right now. And yeah, it's kind of it feels like a roller coaster. I'm getting this message. It feels like a roller coaster for the masculines because of all that karma that they're dealing with and like needing to find their strengths and power, right? And like almost like hack their way through lots of obstacles in their life to get to where they want to be and where they feel strong. And on the other hand, there is this lovey-dovey stuff that they don't really know what to do with. But I mean, it is a natural force that's pushing masculines towards the feminine. It's reminding them that this is your person, or this is your story, or you can't do this alone. Like you aren't gonna be 100% happy and joyful if you don't have feminine by your side. And this template works a little bit different for the feminines and for the masculines. In other words, I know it's gonna sound a little rough, but basically we have different, like in terms of our instincts and feelings and emotions, we have different motivation towards being together with our counterpart. But yeah, for the masculines, it's like an integral part of their setup, of their lifestyle, of their home life. So not just, I don't just mean like romantic stuff, sexual stuff. I mean, there's so much more in their life that is not going to be fully in balance and in harmony until they're together with their feminine in harmonious union, right? But maybe story for another day. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope this was a useful reading for you guys. If so, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you are new. And until next time.